So let's talk real quick about pay-per-click and should it be part of your overall strategy. There's a lot of pieces to it. And as you've seen in the digital dominance method, there are a lot of pieces. Here was a survey done by for two different groups, B2B. So we would be talking about like commercial window treatments, awnings on businesses, things like that. To those businesses, what makes the biggest impact? SEO, 59%, by sure the biggest piece of it, right? Secondly, social media. And then right after that, those two almost just tied, is pay-per-click. Makes the biggest impact on lead generation. So SEO definitely the biggest piece, but pay-per-click also a big part of that recipe, right? When it comes to business to consumer, which is probably most of the people on the call today, SEO a little bit less, about half of the effort. And then pay-per-click and social media, again, tied really for the other half. So just kind of interesting to see of all of the different things that you can do, these are the three biggest things that you can do for lead generation for your business. Now, when it comes to average conversion rate, I put a little box here around home services. So for home services, as of, this is from last year, 3.4% is the average conversion rate for ads being run on the Google Ads system, specifically for home services. Obviously, that lumps in a lot of other businesses too, roofing, landscaping, a lot of other things. But on average, 3.4 should be a good conversion rate for running ads that turn into leads. So for home services, 3.4% average for SEO. And then on the bottom, here's what's interesting, 0.36% average. And you can see across the entire bottom, there's not a huge conversion rate for pay-per-click. So it is definitely a different animal when it comes to comparing it, to something like search engine optimization. But it still could be a very good tool to use. And I think the thing here is it's not really about, should I do SEO or should I do pay-per-click? The real answer is you should do both. Figure out how to get them to work together. Pay-per-click for a lot of our clients is very important at the beginning because SEO takes a long time to really start to ramp up, right? So pay-per-click becomes the tool to start generating leads quickly. After a while, when the SEO really starts to kick in, then pay-per-click becomes more of adding gas to the fire. It's just something, it's a supplement. It's something that just makes something that's already working well run even better, generate even more leads. And at that time, you also have a little bit of a luxury of modifying the budget up and down, turning it off like right now, at the end of the year when nobody's really buying, you pull that budget way back or, ramp it up in the spring, those kind of things. That's a nice position to be in once you kind of have a really good SEO foundation going. But they work great together. And as I said, it's just one of the 12 pieces to really kind of start dominating everything that you're doing with your marketing. So obviously, yes, the answer is you should be using this as part of your strategy. You can show up quickly, within a couple of days, your ads can be up and running very quickly. And I think Brent mentioned that earlier on that he didn't know what he was doing, but boy, it was probably really easy to get started. You can show up as often as possible. This obviously reflects back to what are you willing to spend to get in front of those eyeballs, but you can be very specific about being which eyeballs you want to be in front of, which is awesome. You can show up for geo-modified terms such as shutters, drapery, awning, canopies, those kind of things. And by geo-modified, I mean you don't have to add the name of the city at the end of the keywords. So with SEO, you're doing more of trying to rank for specific areas and letting Google know where you're at in those areas. With pay-per-click, you could even just draw a map and say, we want to rank for, or we want to show our ads for shutters in this area. Unlimited scalability. I put the little star there because really that requires an unlimited budget. And there is a limit when it comes to the geographic location that you're able to provide service in. But, within reason, it's fairly unlimited when it comes to how much you can ramp it up.